guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to show y'all how to do a really cute bubbly under the sea tumbler. This, I don't know if I've already said this or not, but for sure this is my very last summery themed tumbler before transitioning into the holiday tumblers, fall, Christmas, Halloween, all of that good stuff. So I really hope you love this. Let's go ahead and dive right in and get started. So I'm starting off with a 20-ounce skinny straight from Maker Flow Crafts, and I base painted it Marshmallow from Collar Shot. And I'm going to go in with 2 alcohol inks from Jen's Crafted Gems. The darker blue is Phone Home, and the lighter blue is called Dead Sea. They're both really, really beautiful shades of blue. And I'm doing this method that I'm sure you guys have seen me do before. It's one of my absolute favorite methods to do because it is so universal. I've used it for so many different things. I've done this method for Halloween tumblers. I did it at my live class during Tumbler Invasion, just for like a pretty little purple tumbler with some foil accents. And now I'm using it again for an under the sea tumbler. So I'm just taking some alcohol inks and dabbing them on with a paper towel. Normally I would use a makeup sponge, but I didn't have any, so this works too. I'm putting the darker blue on the bottom, the lighter blue on the top, just not making like a straight line in between the two. I do want it to be, you know, flowy like water. But once I'm satisfied with that, and it doesn't have to be perfect because I am going to be going in with some rubbing alcohol here in just a moment. But once I am completely satisfied with the coverage that I got on this tumbler with the 2 alcohol inks, I'm going to take a small medicine cup and pour a little bit of 91% rubbing alcohol in there. You don't need much at all. And then I'm going to use like a really soft fanned out paintbrush, and I'm dipping my paintbrush into the rubbing alcohol and then dabbing it onto that paper towel just so there's not like an overage of rubbing alcohol. And I'm just dabbing all over the tumbler. I am starting with the darker color first so it doesn't transfer and look really muddy into the lighter color, but I'm just using that rubbing alcohol to add just some like texture into the alcohol inks. And to me it does kind of look like a bubbly, watery, under the sea kind of look. It just depends on what colors and what vibe you're going for with this. Like I said, this method is so universal. It is one of my absolute favorites. I guess you could call it like a watercolor method, but it is really, really fun, super, super easy. And whenever I'm done with this, I don't seal it with anything before epoxy. I'm just going to add 1 layer of Flynn Sisters Artist Cure epoxy and then move on to the decals. And a lot of people, I'm just showing this really quickly, a lot of people ask how I go about measuring my decals. I get a lot of comments about that. This is just a soft tape measure. I got this at my in my swag bag for Tumbler Invasion, but I'm sure you can get them at Walmart or Amazon or whatever. But I just kind of, you can see me going back and forth with my hand here. That's my phone in front of me. I'm typing in dimensions that I want for certain decals, and it's just as easy as that. But these are some super cute decals that I found on Creative Fabrica. I will have the link for that in the description. And this is after 1 coat of epoxy. And I cut out the decals, and I'm just going to be placing them however I want them onto the tumbler. And see, I know I'm going to get comments about this. Why didn't I use print to cut? Because I have trouble with it. Even with my silhouette, I've had some issues with it. So I just, of course I didn't film this part because it took forever, but once I printed out the decals, I just cut them with scissors, and I'm using Hayes printable sticker paper. I'll have a link for it down in the description, but it is a white sticker paper, so similar to a white water slide. You can use it on any color, and it will not look like faded. Now that jellyfish down there that you can see, I actually printed that on some clear sticker paper. Was hoping it would show up really good, but it didn't, so I ended up not using the jellyfish, even though it is so stinking cute. I wanted to use it so bad. But I have the cute little whale and the dolphin and the sea turtle, which is my favorite. So I'm just applying these, and after I applied these, I felt like there was a gap, just too much of a gap. So I went back to Creative Fabrica, and I found some really, really super cute mermaid scales and bubbles. and I kind of filled in the gaps a little bit with those. Super, super cute. I am using vinyl from Tech Wrap Craft. I will also have their link down in the description as well. And I'm just kind of scattering those bubbles and mermaid tails around just to fill in the gaps a little bit. I didn't want to overdo it, but I just felt like there wasn't enough there. So after I do this, I actually took some Mod Podge and applied a layer over all of the sticker decals just to make sure they were sealed and flat so nothing will lift under epoxy. I added 2 coats of Flint Sisters Artist Cure epoxy, and that's all it took, and it was done, and it was so fun, so super easy, and I really hope you guys love this as much as I do for my last summer tumbler of the year. After some epoxy, this is nice and shiny. I love Flint Sisters epoxy. Make sure you check out the link for that down in my description and the discount code for y'all to use as well. And before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day. And today's quote is, "You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water." That is all I have for you guys today. I really, really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like always, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!